Oh, stop. Please, please stop. I beg of you, please stop already. We shouldn't be doing this now. You are my son's friend, your close friend's mother, for Christ's sake. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Oh, my days. Mr. and Mrs. Clara and Raymond had been married for many years, and their love was still as strong as ever. Clara, who had met Raymond when she was just 15 and he was 16, shared a joyful bond with him that had only grown deeper with time. They had one son, Daniel, who had finished school and was now working for a large company in Lagos City. Although Daniel lived on his own, he often visited his parents and stayed over whenever he could, knowing how much they cherished his company. Clara adored her son deeply, and she and Raymond shared a love so warm that many people still describe them as newlyweds. They went out often, laughed together, and always found ways to keep their marriage lively. It was clear to everyone that they were a truly happy couple. One day, Raymond received exciting news. He had been offered a huge contract with a company in the United States, a one-year job that came with great pay. It was a life-changing opportunity. When he told Clara, she was overjoyed. She even danced around the room, thanking God for the blessing. But that night, as she sat alone, her joy turned to worry. She whispered to herself, "How will I cope without Raymond for a whole year? I am proud of him, but this house will feel so empty without him." Just then, Raymond walked in and noticed her troubled face. "My love, what's on your mind?" Clara sighed and replied, "I'm happy for you, truly, but thinking of being alone for a whole year worries me. I don't know how I'll manage without you here." Raymond smiled, holding her hands gently. "1 year will pass quickly, my dear. Hold on to our love and all our memories. I'll call you every day, and before you know it, I'll be back home." His words comforted her, and she promised to stay strong and faithful until his return. On the day of his departure, Clara stood by with tears streaming down her face as Raymond walked toward the car. Suddenly, he turned back, ran to her, and hugged her tightly.
"Before you know it," he said with a warm smile, "the year will be over and I'll be back in your arms." Clara nodded, but as he drove away, she cried even harder. Daniel, seeing his mother's pain, came over and held her gently. "Don't worry, Mom," he said softly. "I'll be here for you whenever you need me." Clara smiled weakly through her tears. "Thank you, my son. You can help me with many things, but you can't take your father's place in my heart. That's what hurts the most." Daniel replied, "Try to hold on to the happy memories, Mom. They'll help you through the lonely nights." Months passed, but Clara still struggled with being alone. One evening, she called Daniel and said, "This house feels too big and empty, my son. I can't stay here by myself anymore. I'd like to move in with you until your father returns." Without hesitation, Daniel agreed. "Of course, Mom. My home is your home." The next day, Clara packed her bags and moved in. Living together brought them even closer. Every evening, they shared stories, laughed, and enjoyed each other's company. Clara felt happier and less lonely, but deep inside, she still longed for her husband's warmth at night. One day, Daniel invited his close friend Kelvin over. Kelvin was tall, polite, and always wore a friendly smile. When Clara saw him through the window, she quickly changed into a nicer dress and came out to greet him. As they talked, she felt an unusual attraction toward him, something she didn't understand. Daniel noticed the way she behaved and felt uneasy. After Calvin left, he gently said, "Mom, I don't think it was necessary to dress up like that just to meet my friend. It felt uncomfortable." Clara looked hurt. "I only wanted to look decent, Daniel. Because I'm staying here, you now feel you can talk to me anyhow?" she said tearfully. "Your father shouldn't have left me all alone like this." Daniel quickly hugged her. "I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to upset you. I just care about you and don't want anything to hurt you." A few days later, while Daniel was at work, Kelvin stopped by again, thinking Daniel was home. Clara saw him through the window and opened the door, wearing a casual outfit. "Good afternoon, Ma. Is Daniel home?" "No, he's still at work." As he turned to leave, Clara, overcome with emotion and loneliness, reached out and kissed him. Kelvin was shocked, but didn't resist. They ended up in a situation they both immediately regretted.
Afterward, Kelvin sat on the edge of the bed, trembling. "I've betrayed my friend," he said quietly. "I don't know how to face him." Clara, crying, pleaded, "Please, Kelvin, don't tell anyone. I don't want my husband or my son to ever know. It was a mistake." When Daniel returned home that evening, he found his mother lying down and assumed she was just tired. But the next day, Clara fainted. At the hospital, the doctor mentioned signs of emotional and physical stress. He quietly advised Daniel to be watchful, especially since his father had been away. Confused and concerned, Daniel asked his mother what had really happened. At first, she avoided his questions, but finally, in tears, she confessed everything. Daniel was heartbroken and furious. He sent Clara back to her home and reported Kelvin to the police for taking advantage of her. Alone and filled with guilt, Clara called her husband abroad and confessed everything. Raymond was deeply hurt. He told her not to be home when he returned. When he finally came back, Raymond and Daniel tried to move on, but the pain lingered. After some months, Raymond realized he still loved Clara deeply. One day, he asked her to come home. She returned humbled and repentant. Through tears, she begged for forgiveness. Raymond forgave her, saying, "Loneliness can make anyone weak, but love gives us the strength to rise again." Daniel also forgave both his mother and Kelvin, understanding that everyone had been caught in a moment of weakness. Kelvin was released and peace slowly returned to their lives. In time, the family healed. They learned that forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it rebuilds the future. Moral lesson: true forgiveness can mend even the deepest wounds. It takes honesty, humility, and the courage to move forward. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about my story, and tell me what you learned. Where are you watching from? Comment below, please. I will be in the comment section to respond too. Thank you for watching my story. I'm a new creator and you just found me. If you love my story, then I deserve a subscription from you. This is Wisdom Stories. I promise to bring you more interesting stories, only if you subscribe, haha. Please like this video so that other story lovers can see this and engage too. Share and subscribe for more inspiring stories that touches the heart. God bless you and see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.